Philadelphia, 5th of March, 1797. Yesterday, General Washington voluntarily resigned his office of Chief Magistrate of the United States of America. Mr. Adams was sworn in as President as his successor, carrying the election by a majority of 3 votes over his opponent, Mr. Jefferson, who at the same time took the oaths as Vice President. On the 3rd of March, it being the last day of General Washington's power as President, he gave a great public dinner to the officers of state, foreign ministers, principal senators, and to their respective ladies. I had, as usual, the gratification of being handed to table and of sitting by the President. Had I never before considered the character of Washington, I should certainly have joined the general voice and pronounced him greater in his voluntary retreat and in the resignation of power over an immense country than when, having by his conduct as a soldier been the principal means of rendering this country independent, he became by the universal suffrage of the people its ruler and director. I should have repeated with others, Washington is the first of men, wise, great and good. Whereas I now view him, he is in truth and reality honest, prudent and fortunate. And wonderful to say, almost without ambition. These words are less dignified, but no less strong. Emperors and kings are generally born to exalted stations, bred up in luxury and fed by flattery. When Charles V abdicated his crown, it was perhaps from ostentation and vanity, possibly from caprice or superstition, and could he afterwards have resumed his power, it is likely he had done so. He had been born a monarch. Washington, to whose fame everything conspired, was born a private individual, a needy man, and at one period of his life followed the employment of a land surveyor. And this perhaps gave him, or at least increased in early life, a taste for the country. His business led to long rides in which he acquired a knowledge of the quality of land and the different modes of farming. He afterwards became a soldier under Great Britain and studied the profession as one by which he was to gain his bread. Naturally grave and silent, his mode of life has rendered him frugal and temperate. Vanity in him was a very limited passion, and prudence his striking trait. Most people say and do too much. Washington, partly from constitutional taciturnity, but still more from natural sagacity and careful observation, never fell into this common error. Nature had been liberal to him. To a majestic figure was added a native, unaffected gracefulness of deportment and dignity of manner, which was rather improved by a likening, I will not say fondness, for dress. To all this was joined, how acquired heaven knows, a perfect good breeding and correct knowledge of even the etiquette of a court. His graceful figure had rather assisted his command as a general when in the army, and his dignified manners excited involuntary respect when he appeared as the president of a great country.